Hi guys, it's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th has always been a super lucky day for me. And today is no different. Even though I still sound like this and feel kind of crappy, I realize that most of it is because the trees are getting way more action than I am. And that sucks. But, whatever. One more week and hopefully I'll be back to normal. Yes. Um, I hope everyone is doing great with their challenge. I had an interesting dream last night that I kind of wanted to share. Um, I was giving a eulogy in my ex's funeral, and I told one of the daycare ladies this, and she just cracked up laughing. She's like, "How mean were you?" And I was like, "Actually, I wasn't mean at all. I literally was there to just be supportive and, I guess deal with my own mourning, really." And so the thought of what we want and why we want it was really kind of going through my head because I wanted to do, the weekly update about the challenge. And I realized that what I wanted was what he wanted, or at least what he told me he wanted. So I'd always wanted a farm, a homestead. I always wanted a few rugrats running around, a bunch of dogs, chickens, bees, but of course, the allergy mess up with that. I wanted to have my own small business. I wanted to be crafty. I wanted all of these things. And as our relationship was growing, he was like, "I want that too. That's exactly what I want." And I was like, "Yeah, awesome, cool." Problem was, it wasn't what he wanted, or it may have been what he wanted, but not the same reasons why I wanted it, if that makes sense. Self-sufficiency has always been a big deal to me. I like being independent. I like being able to take care of myself and help out my friends when they need help. And part of that is that I have to take care of myself in order to give to other people. The common sense, all right? As a mother, I forget that relatively often, so cut me a little slack. But the why of it is, I was willing to put in the work. I was willing to put in the effort. I was willing to do the house hunting. I was willing to carry each baby for 9 months and then spit it out in the most painful way humanly possible. I am willing to raise a special needs child. I'm willing to raise a not special needs child. I'm willing to take care of two crazy dogs. I want the family closeness that I have, that I work to keep, that I work to build, especially with, grandma being in traction, basically. They may be releasing her this weekend, but she still is not even allowed to lift her arms for 2 weeks because of the open heart stuff, the stitches, the staples, whatever they use to stick her back together. She can't even lift her arms for 2 weeks. So that means that she's going to need a lot of help, which means that the farm is going to continue to need a lot of help, which means that everyone is going to continue having to pitch in. And that's fine with me. That's fine with everyone in the family. That's what we do. As I grew to learn more about him and his family, I realized that not every family works the way our family works. And that was strange to me because even all of the friends that I've had have always had a closeness to their family. And I like that. I love that. I treasure that. It took a lot of work in our family to get us where we are today. Um, and he never wanted to do that. So I think when he had the change of heart and decided to strike out on his own, even in the midst of a relationship, some people call that midlife crisis, whatever. What it really is a realization of you may have thought you wanted what you wanted, but it certainly nothing else fit. The why, the how, the who, none of the other reasons fit. And that is why this month's assignment is so huge, because even though it seems simple, what do you want out of life? There are people that die not knowing, there are people that are depressed because they can't figure out why they're here. There are people that are really struggling with a lot of things in their life because they don't know what. They don't know why. Even forget the how. They don't know the what and they don't know the why. And that's the two biggest puzzle pieces in your entire life. Okay? Everything else you can deal with. But if you don't know what and you don't know why, you're not going to get anywhere in life. You're going to chase your tail. You're going to end up seeking meaning between somebody else's legs and at the bottle, in the bottom of a huge jug of booze. And that's not living, that's hiding, that's escaping reality because you don't want to deal with it. A lot of people do that. A lot of men do that. Women do it too. A lot of men do that. So how do we start? How do we build? Really, you have to know yourself. How are you going to know what you want if you don't know you? I know me. I know my good things. I know my bad things. I know my assets. I know my faults. It took a lot of struggles, a lot of joy, a lot of learning to get to this point. It can be very frustrating. It is a lifelong journey. There are people that figure out the what, the why, the how, and they chase it, and they get everything they want, and they realize, I don't want this anymore. Well, there was something messed up between all of your who, what, why, where, when, hows, okay? And this is something that we need to keep evaluating in our life. Do the mental health checkup, the sanity health checkup. Where am I right now in life? Am I happy with what I have? Am I happy with who I'm with? Am I happy with the place that I'm trying to go? What do I need to do to get there? Is there something I could be doing better? Is there something that I've been sucking at that needs to change, Every 3 months, I do my best to kind of sit down with myself and be like, all right, what's going on in my life? It's okay to not know sometimes, but you need a basic outline or else you're going to be miserable. For a lot of different reasons, you're going to be miserable. This week, the why. I almost think the why is more important than the what. Seriously. I would like a partner to go through life with. Why? Well, part of me just doesn't want to do it alone. True story, okay? I can own up to that. I would like someone to share the journey with. I have lots of people to share my journey with. I have friends, I have family. I have people that are so supportive, that are fantastic, okay? But they're not a partner. And that's okay. I don't need a partner. I want a partner. Big difference. Big difference. Why else? Well, I would love to have someone to scrub my back in the shower. I'd love to have someone to pick up dinner on the way home. I'd love to have someone to share joy, to continue on this journey of growing and learning. I still very much want a homestead. Why? Because I belong in nature. I do. I just do. I'm a country girl. I would love to grow my own food. I think that is very important. I want to raise my kids in a country lifestyle. I want to be less dependent on the government. I want to be less dependent on, everybody. I want to be able to be easier on the environment by making more things, recycling more things. It sounds silly, but that's what I want, and that's why I want it. Does that mean it's easy getting from point A to point B? No. But I know what I want. I know why I want it. And next week, we work on the next step, okay? But the why is big. Because sometimes your whys change when things get really tough. When I was working and doing the farm before before kids, I got burnt out from the farm even. And I was like, why am I doing this? I'm exhausted. I hurt. I'm not getting anything as in money, or when I say I'm not getting anything out of this, I literally mean thing. I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't riding horses. I didn't have pets there. I really was just doing it to do it and help the family. And I realized I was getting a lot out of it as far as helping the family, pitching in, emotional stability, team building with the family, learning a lot about farms, getting to spend time outside. But it took that reality check, that frustration, that second guessing myself to really be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I just need a few days off. I need to take a weekend and go to Gettysburg because I used to love to do that and just photograph Gettysburg. You know, there are those times where I crave adventure. I need escape. I need to calm down and quiet things in my life. I feel like recently I desperately need that, but I'm okay. I'm okay because the why is I need to support my family right now. We're going through a difficult time. My children need me to be there because right now I'm the only person that's there for them. I gotta feed the dogs. I gotta work. I gotta feed the dogs. We like to eat. Yay! So my whys sometimes need a reality check too. Am I where I would like to be right now? No, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm healthy. I feel safe. I feel loved. I feel wanted. I feel grateful. I feel appreciated. And that's may not be where I want to be in my life, but as a person right now, that's where I want to be, and it's really what I need. I do need that. So nobody's journey is going to be perfect. Right now, you may still be figuring out your what's, and you may be like, well, I want more money. Why? Because I want to show off for people. Why? Because I want them to like me. Well, fix your why. People like you because you're you. You know, be authentic, be honest, be genuine. That's why people like you. Be a better person. Learn with somebody. Grow with people. That's why people like you. Not because you have a nice car. And the people that like you that have a nice, because you have a nice car aren't going to like you if you lose all your money or lose your car. That's how it goes. Sad but true. I love you guys. Please think about your whys. This week may have seemed super simple, but it's not, you know, and the effort that you put in is what you get out of it. So I encourage you, encourage you. Do it again. Watch the video again. Sit down with your list again. Review it again. And see how it makes you feel. Does looking over your list make you feel excited and passionate for your future? Does it give you energy? Or does it drag you down and make you feel like, maybe this isn't what I want? Maybe I really need to just reevaluate a lot of things in my life. So reevaluate. And if you're happy, go for it. Get excited for next week's big step. Okay? I love you guys. Have a wonderful Friday the 13th. Go do something nice for somebody. Buy a lotto ticket. Enjoy the crap out of this day. Because all the people living in fear are missing out. I love you guys. Happy Friday the 13th.